Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today we have a lot of logistical work to do while we wait for the portals to open back up. So I guess we better get started. Greasus is doing the only thing Greasus really can do, just sit still for 3 turns until your army is relatively complete. I like this composition a lot better than the garbage we had him running around with for a while. Do you have... You do not have an auto-resolve victory yet. I mean, we're just going to starve them. I don't necessarily love the idea of actually fighting a big, well-defended Cathayan fortress, so... Starvation works, though.
Hunter.
Guess we better get an eye on Pinch Eye. Oh, right, there's this other demon army. Go bother them.
All a prey.
We are going to have to deal with these forces, but we really just don't have the money to do much recruiting right now. And our income's going to go down with the other big army completing. So for the moment,
The magic of me.
21 units in total. Yeah, for the moment, that's probably enough to hold the Sky Monolith against any of these forces, and we're going to just be waiting on the other army to show up to really fix things. Targog can get in the water.
Blow the boss.
I hate how hard it is to give a move order that goes exactly to the end of your movement range and no further, especially on the ocean. In this case... Okay, we're doing maximum recruitment from the local camp. We wait until next turn to change that at all. Og,
Will melt.
I guess, is just looking out for reinforcements
Over there.
and doing so as loudly as possible. Okay, no Northern Provinces armies anywhere around here, huh? Drulg successfully killed off the demons in this area. Ah. Never mind, one remains. And I guess with that we're done. I definitely don't want to spend money on buildings. We desperately need to win a big battle somewhere or something.
I became tyrant of
I would much rather take this piece once we have granite spikes, because then we have a good bottleneck for protecting Titan's Notch. I think I'm going to turn this down. If we accepted it, we could wait a couple of turns, then run Greasus down to handle this, but by that time, my hope is that it will already be under control. Yeah, I'm going to pass. Once we have granite spikes, we'll see if they'll accept peace then. Oh, in response, Kairos Fateweaver runs over and prepares to attack us. Well, I guess we'll see if I made a gigantic mistake. There are an awful lot of Western Province armies in this area, and it looks like the Western Provinces are, for the moment, more powerful than we are, and about as powerful as the Northern, so that bodes well for us. Given that the Northern Provinces are going to be, I'm sure, going for the game win as quickly as possible on the next Roar, and will be in position to stop that, my hope is that they'll lose their best army, and the combined force of us plus the Western Provinces can really push through them in that moment. Clan Rictus is looking pretty weak. A lot of these factions down here in the Wasteland are just like constantly expending any force they manage to build up against each other in a way that seems, honestly, really counterproductive. Okay, Virach wants to do this. I might set Krog out, like, in front of that. Oh, he's gonna destroy the camp before we're... Damn it. Damn it, spiteful asshole. Alright, so the Juicers of Slaanesh are doing a thing we don't care about. We have our Sky Titan defenses. So what do we want now? Like, what at this point, what matters? What could possibly still help us? Meat gain from battles is tiny. 10% more of a very small number. Not super compelling. Upkeep down for Noblars would be some money, but like, even though we have a lot of Noblars over the whole faction, still not a lot. Camp growth up is probably not actually valuable. It's money that bottlenecks camp growth more than the actual growth. Okay, I guess gold standard could be valuable, and I really don't know that I think anything else here is. So, sure, let's start the long research path toward that.
What I got for ya?
We're getting to the end of research time. Okay, so if Kairos can... Yeah, alright.
Great game.
Kairos cannot reach us next turn. We're definitely going to start construction of the Muck Trench. And honestly, I'm going to spend all of our money on this.
Gracious. This shockingly...
So next turn, the army will be pretty much at full health except for the new recruits coming in. So I feel like we can at least defend against Kairos if he comes to attack. We won't want to move, though. So it's possible that if he puts that together, it's possible he will just run past us and burn the camp down, which would suck. This is not a good time to be losing income.
Unhand Corn's herald. Arses
All right, I think I'm gonna attempt an ambush here, not because I think the ambush itself is valuable, but because I think pinning them into an attack that they don't get a choice of whether or not to commit to will be valuable. 591, that's a shame. We really just don't have any money. Targog. Okay, so there is a source of ocean money just up ahead here, but sadly that is next turn. Golf is still doing this, and we can pull these guys in, which doesn't cost any dollars. But I do think it's important to get those building upgrades.
Sing and share stories.
No, I guess just continue north. Is this a river of blood? What is going on here? It does appear to be a river of blood.
Hear my tale.
Maybe it's not even a river. Maybe it's just like a red... Yeah, it's not flowing. There's like bubbles popping on the surface of it, but I don't know what that is. It's very weird, though. Okay, yeah, so for sure no armies are coming. Would it be possible for you to do this? Nope, 700. Okay, well then... I guess just run past him?
New direction.
I do want to do that, but it's going to have to be next turn. Does look like they're thinking about having at me here. The fact that none of their armies moved out of that settlement, though, means that we will have time at the very least to finish our recruitment, which bodes very well for us. Honestly, we may not even have the opportunity to take any settlements further north here. By the time I actually take Shangwu, it seems like the settlements north of us will already be under control. Which is kind of cool. It's just you don't usually see the AI be competent in that way. Because I don't actually want almost any of this territory. I just really don't want the western provinces to have it. Or the northern, rather. Oh, hey, Grizguts actually closed a portal. Good for him. Okay, that totally did work. Any chance you can not kill my... It'll let me keep one of the Grand Cannons this way. All right, I'm going to take the auto-resolve victory. The thing is, I don't think we could actually defend the cannons. Like, we could set these things up in a position where we're far away. How much time... Oh, wait. Do we get the settlement garrison immediately? Oh, if we get the settlement garrison immediately, then I absolutely think we can just win. I was assuming they were going to have to show up as reinforcements. But it didn't show a reinforcement timer on them. I mean, even if they do have to show up as reinforcements, what we do is we just we play way back and we let these units run away, but we just pepper them with fire rain rockets while they do so. And then we engage in a real battle against them with their numbers already all screwed up, right? I have very little interest in actually trying to prevent them from escaping. I think that's going to go really poorly for us. And yeah, these units are showing up as... It generally shows a reinforcement timer for armies that are going to show up after the beginning of the battle. Because if these guys decide to just, like, push us, we'd actually be in a lot of danger. 2 full minutes. Okay. So... yeah, honestly, maybe just something like that. Because, again, I really don't want the... I hate the way the terrain is shaped here. This doesn't give us quite as much of an indirect fire problem. And then the cannons have even more range, obviously. I mean, I guess Grulk is a survivor. He is faster than Bloodletters are. Certainly faster than Chaos Warriors. I think he could just kill a unit of dogs by himself because so can everybody. Okay, Channel Magic does... yeah, Channel Magic just literally never helps.
Master of butchery, seeking slaughter. I seek ingredients. Searching for ingredients.
You know what, if they're fully devoted to just fleeing,
I go.
we can actually...
Guide.
we can have our Lord run up and drop a Thunder Mace on them for basically zero threat.
It's cool. Slaughtermaster moving. Follow the Morse call. I seek ingredients.
And I don't know. I think that this is probably... they're just going to get away, right? But since they've decided to run instead of turning around to threaten my siege equipment, I'm going to move up and see if we can get any of them to stick around long enough to take some more fire.
I smell me. I go. The me ritual. Slaughtermaster.
You don't actually have to stay and fight. That's good enough.
Chop.
Well, actually, I guess they're just going to run away, though, so you may as well stay and fight. Decent, decent. All right, so yeah, let's move the whole the whole siege line up considerably, I guess.
The slaughtermaster.
I don't think anything's going to stick around long enough to score much more damage against, but we can try. What are you doing there, buddy? Aren't you supposed to be attacking?
They die.
He's got no interest in attacking. He just wants to run alongside. Just wants to participate.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we did some good damage there. And then I don't know if that actually changes very much. Like, these ambush battles work quite a bit differently than they used to. So I'm not sure what will happen now in terms of like the position of my army. My army is revealed. And I guess they'll have the ability to attack us now. But if they didn't think they could win, like, if they would rather just run away than attempt to engage in that battle there, it's hard for me to imagine them thinking that it's a good idea to attack the stack with the garrison in reinforcement position otherwise, right? They'll probably just turn around. Unless they have lightning strike or something. I don't know. It's definitely they lost a lot of Chaos Warriors there for free, basically. And I guess a lot of Chaos Hounds too, but who gives a shit? It would have been really nice if our Winds of Magic thing had not backfired tremendously, because I probably would have been able to cast a Maw. I probably would have been able to cast a Maw anyway if I had just held out, but would have had to do that instead of all of the fists. This is wild. 2,400 gold.
No worth to the poor.
Oh, he turned around and ran back up. What happened? Okay. And we're gonna kill him, obviously. Truly bizarre, though. If he thought he could win the fight, why not just do it when he still had all his units? But the rifts have gone. The demon armies are going to be jerks. What a surprise!
Ogre slew a
We have one slot open. We don't need a caster.
warriors to die.
But I guess there is a question of like whether it makes sense to have a hunter join this army at some point. We don't have the ability to hire any hunters, I believe. Yeah, we're over our cap even, because we got a free one at some point. We don't need a firebelly. We don't need a butcher. Yeah, a hunter is the only thing that we would want.
Yours chosen.
So I don't know. Is there a unit I can grab in one turn that's like interesting? A scrap launcher? We've not actually used scrap launchers at all. We don't actually have the basic ogre types available, so I can't grab one of those. Yeah, fuck it. Give me a scrap launcher, I guess.
They serve, or they'll be served.
I think pretty good odds that we end up just throwing it away when we have a better thing to replace it with, but that's fine. Okay, next turn we'll be ready to go.
Your dinner.
That's fine. It doesn't seem like I'm needed further north. We can just ride this out. They have it under control. Maybe he's just out of movement? I mean, it almost must be the case, right? Can't imagine why else he would have stopped there.
It will harvest many.
I guess that is, you know what? That is outside of
Must not cease.
reinforcement range of Sky Monolith, so I can't attack him safely there. I guess let's see if he falls for it a second time. Alright, you cannot search
Because I said
sea ruins when you're in full speed mode. Mist clings to the ground and stubbornly refuses to shift, even as your followers stride forth. They approach a place of ancient power. It is forbidding, but those who dare to tread here may be rewarded, or so the prophecy scrawled into the map states. Give me the power of prescience, I guess. We found a spell shield, which is truly awful. And wow, okay. That is, I think, as close to 0 value as we could have gotten.
I'll have you.
There's only 10 units in the garrison. Valiant defeat, huh? You reckon? This army's garbage, too. Do we want to do this manually? I don't know. We can let them bleed a little bit. But their army is mostly skinks. I mean, it's got a couple units of Kroxigors. It's got an ancient Stegodon with a great big... Yeah, alright. We can starve these ones, too. What if I was really lazy? Can you imagine? Can you imagine such a future?
That's eaten.
Where did...
Trial.
Where did that guy go? I guess maybe the portals closing despawns the agents that came from the portals?
Survivor of the flame trial.
Can't imagine what else would be going on here. Well, we can go harass that army, I guess.
The Slayer. All the prey. The hunt has failed.
Yeah, Maldeg's not... None of our heroes are good at their jobs. It's fine.
Let us sing and share. They will blister and burn.
Not a single one of them. You know what? Sure. We may as well. We actually have... oh, right. It gives us back some money. Cool. I'm increasingly confident that that faction is going to survive, so... And I guess we could use the money, because we're about to lose a camp. We're about to lose a camp at the same time that we gain 2 more military units we have to pay for, so... Get this done now, because I don't know when the next time we will have 3,000 spare gold is. I mean, in theory, we have 2 big settlement battles to fight in the very near future, and those could end up being extremely profitable. Because they're both against quite well-developed large settlements, right? Does it kind of seem like our Western Province friends are not doing a lot to head off the Northern Province armies that are coming in from the west? Y'all could maybe just like focus up a little bit. That would be pretty cool.
Join our next
Like
great
bringing a
feast.
hero back in a desperate attempt to do something. Sure. I'll join your war against Ostland. Who cares? 1,200 is borderline, but I'll take it. My economic situation has gotten a tiny bit desperate. Rode into the ambush again. This time it'll give me the clean victory with no losses. Turns out all you have to do is kill a couple of the Chaos Hounds.
Let your hunger guide you.
Okay, definitely take the money. Never mind what I was saying about being concerned about our finances. We're okay for the turn. This is getting to be a problem, though. Didn't actually attack the camp, but we're not going to be able to stop him from doing it next turn either. I don't know exactly how many turns we're going to need, but it's for sure more than that. Contracts are available. Let's see. Occupy Dragonfang Mount. That's a thing we're definitely going to do. Well, I was going to just burn it down. We can occupy it for an extra 3,000 gold. It has resources and stuff. And actually, this is a suitable climate for us, I am surprised to discover. Ooh. Eliminate Pinch Eye for 10,000 extra gold is way more significant and absolutely something we intend to do. Yeah. That's like actually a good contract. We don't get offered a lot of those.
Ogre slew a master. Guided by me.
Yeah, it's gonna be several turns of movement before we're in position to do anything about this.
Ogre slew a master.
Let's have you. You can make it all the way to Blood Peak. Well, I don't know that there's a lot of value in doing that, actually. I guess it gives us more options. Go ahead and run all the way down here. It would be cool if Pinch Eye saw this army approaching and decided that he needed to do something about it. Just distract him from the camp a little bit. I can't imagine it happening, but it would be neat. Alright, so we're going to move up, do an ambush. I'm not expecting this to actually work. But if it does, it would be really cool. My major concern is I need to get myself in a position where I can actually hit Kairos Fateweaver with the Lightning Strike so that we can crush him and then take Granite Spikes in a separate battle, which I think should be very doable. Getting a close victory at this point, and okay, it'll give us a clean one though. Yeah, I'll take it. So 2350, we can sack it for 17,000 gold. I think I'm going to.
Ogre tyrant.
And then we'll occupy it.
Make yourselves at home, boys.
Okay, it's damaged. It's still tier 3 because it was tier 5. So when we sacked it, we lowered it to 4. But that's obviously fine for us. I'm actually going to delete that. Put up a garrison building and exotic animal trade. And we'll figure out what else we want to do with it later.
Leader of the tribe.
But okay, I'm feeling pretty good about our money, obviously, at this point. Getting close to your snacks.
Do the trick.
You can just keep grabbing kind of whatever. Beast Slayer seems fine. You know what? We'll get Beast Slayer next. Okay, and that army's not even in bad shape, really. So Mal got moved. Carl, you do have an unspent skill point. Why did I not handle that? So you have all of your spell stuff now. I don't know that getting stand your ground makes sense here. Oh, you need Lightning Strike. Sorry, you need to finish Lightning Strike.
Master has new mine.
Find the trail.
I think I am just gonna siege this until it gives us the auto-resolve victory, honestly.
I'll have you.
We'll just take a really easy, clean one.
Gather
Ah.
round. Hear my tale.
Okay, we're not gonna be able to block her. We could maybe take a unit out of her army, though.
They will know burning agony. An exhilarating triumph.
And she's their faction leader, right? Yeah, this army looks like it's made up of real, actual units. So I think we're probably not going to push any further forward. It looks like this is all going to be under control. But, you know, we can provide some backup up there. So Targog's good. You're all good. Drolg Titan Leveler really has nothing to do because blocking this army is not going to accomplish anything. But probably ought to be over here for the next roar. Probably. And then we do have the money to pursue some camp upgrades in some camp somewhere, I'm sure. Obviously not that one. We actually don't have the 16 population necessary for this right now, nor here. Oh, Eagle Aries should have this for sure. Mount Crag should probably get a garrison building, and then we may as well push to cap a lot of these out. That gain pays itself off pretty quickly. $291 becomes $388 plus more trade value. I mean, yeah, all right. Same deal here, right? And Mount Thug in particular definitely needs all of the defenses. So I guess we also want to build this. These other towns less so, probably. Yeah, I'll hold off on any more spending here. There's another outpost available. That does not give me any value at all. Yeah, we're going to get pinch eye. 10k for killing a character who actually is killable seems like a pretty good deal. I'm a little concerned by how long the turn thing is pausing on the Great Orthodoxy and the amount of red in that bar. Seems like they may have a lot of things going on each of their turns. This is really bad. I think our friends, the Western provinces, are going to start losing territory very quickly. They're desperately trying to siege out Nongchang before the reinforcements arrive. Hopefully once they've done that, they'll sort of like form up and actually fight back. They should definitely not rely on me to do it for them. Yeah, unfortunately, if you are a faction that only has one army, or only has one settlement and effectively no army, if somebody sieges your settlement, you are dead. It is over. Join your war against the Scriveners of Fate. This is a minor faction that's all the way down here. I mean, I guess. All of the cities on our southern border have been defensively upgraded, so it doesn't seem like a thing we should be unable to deal with. Wow, look at the bell.
We're going conquering.
He just rang his bell at us so hard we died. The good news is Carrickfrag is tough enough to hold. But it is a real bummer to have lost the camp in the first place. Okay, they didn't see through my thing. So,
The tyrant knows best.
if we go after Kairos here, we can take the auto-resolve and just, like, wipe him up. Actually. What if I also give them a totem? Aha, then they survive. Yeah, you know what? I will take an auto-resolve victory that eats both of these armies and this settlement and doesn't even lose me any units I actually care about. That seems fine.
Let's get conquesting.
12,000 gold gained from the battle. 1% replenishment seems like a joke.
Meet on them buttons. Grace us, the shockingly obese.
This is mine. Okay.
Too rich to walk.
So now he's lost what must be, if not all of his armies, then very close to all of his armies. Oh yeah, we're finishing off Fire Within. Right, because you're actually kind of a punchy wizard. He's lost his Legendary Lord.
Work for Greasus now.
We can just grab new units of Noblars from the Bone Road. And I guess one from the Global Pool, why not? And this army's back in great shape, like, really quickly. So, how would you feel about a surrender now? Interesting. We're so much more likely to win a battle against them. But I guess spite? I guess spite is the thing that's preventing them from doing what they should do. Hey, it works out fine for me. So do I want to put down a camp somewhere? I guess if I put a camp down here, it would be very difficult for our enemies to get to. It'll provide us reasonable defenses around the Shangwu area. I don't necessarily intend to push any further north, and so I'm leery of putting the camp further north because I can't rely on the AI to keep it alive. But we definitely need to get more camps up.
Everyone does what I say.
All right. Do this and also this. That's going to help us out with a lot of stuff right away.
Ogre tyrant. I'm boss, and that's that. Follow the boss.
Honestly, just more garrison building, I think. As long as we hold Shangwu, it's very difficult for enemies to get to this camp.
This whole stinking world.
So Grog doesn't really have anything to do except to retake Blood Peak, and I think that's a fine thing for him to be focused on at the moment.
Right. The magic of me. Consume.
Next turn, we might make it to Carrickfrag. Maybe.
God, my gut.
So we get to put up a commandment here. I mean, I have to imagine it's control and growth, right? Until we get this reestablished.
You'll burn forever.
How's this looking? All right. They're starving out. One more turn, maybe?
Show you who's boss.
Stalking.
And I guess Drulg can do this. I don't think it's going to have any effect, but we can do it for XP.
Their feet.
Because we do need to level up. That does matter.
Survivor of the flame trial.
Oh, right. We're still exhausted. I don't know. Just stay where you are, I guess. You're in an okay spot unless you get murdered. So yeah, they're gonna start resettling there. We could run over and siege it to prevent them from actually doing any mustering. But I might want to take a turn or two on the way over. I don't know. We'll see. I have to admit, I'm really surprised that he was not willing to accept the peace treaty after we completely destroyed all of his units, because it feels like he's going to have a really hard time continuing to prosecute that war. Oh, Blood Maw, what are you doing? And the thing that's really rough about moving a unit up like that into a position that theoretically could be a reinforcement position is that the northern provinces go before the western provinces on the next enemy turn sequence, so that ogre army is going to get completely destroyed before its reinforcements can show up.
Sit down. Grab a hold.
What's up, von Karstein? Sure. Sure, I love not fighting vampires. It's one of my very favorite things. Oh, that's pretty bad for clan whatever it's called. Rictus. Did they have any other settlements? Was that the only one? I think it might have been, actually. Okay, I don't actually care about that. That might matter in theory. We might do some raiding at some point.
Look what I got for ya.
So I guess one thing I could do is we could move to here. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll just sit just inside of our border, take one more turn of replenishment, and then siege Zerlis next turn to prevent that army from doing very much mustering. I could throw it on a camp here. Oops, sorry, that's... There we go. I would like them not to react to my presence, if possible. It's kind of a lot of money in the situation we find ourselves in right now. Hold on, let me check on Targog. Boy, we're getting close to the point where I'm going to just run this manually. Because, like, this doesn't make sense. Their settlement's going to be big and complicated, and it's probably going to have a lot of room for defenses, but also... These are cannons, not fire rain rockets. Oh no, these are fire rain rockets. So they're going to tear apart the Saurus and Skink units really quickly. I think we might just do this manually now, because like I want to get this over with, and we could really use the money right this second for more upgrades. I'm trying to figure out how we would lose. I think it's nonsense. I think we're good. It'll be super embarrassing if I do manage to lose here. It is of course worth remembering that the Lizardmen do get a pretty significant auto-resolve bonus for whatever reason. In particular, the auto-resolver seems to think that Sauruses are effectively invulnerable. As you will see if you ever have to run a campaign against like a real Lizardman army. Interesting. They have a 6th control point that I don't know what it is. Well, whatever. We'll take it all. Obviously, their walls will not be able to keep us out. Being an ogre feels a little bit like cheating on siege offense. So we just got to make sure that we put the fire rain rockets in a place where they're going to be relatively safe. Because losing units from Cathay is a real pain in the ass right now. We are so starved for allegiance. So it looks to me like probably this is like set up a group here and a group there and a group there. Smash a wall wherever they don't put a lot of defenders and just go for it. Yeah, alright. You
I'm the boss.
plus a couple units of Noblars, plus some of the ogres.
The biggest boss.
Call that group 1. Let's see.
When do we eat?
Call that group 2, and they start here. And then this is group 3, and they start on this side. It's a little awkward, because obviously the siege crews are in a lot of danger from enemy towers. But yeah, should be fine. So this is just... okay, this is just a victory point generator. I wonder if it's different because this is their capital or something. I don't know. This'll do. Okay, so we know that we can drop the big ogre stone shaker on top of a wall that has units on it to do an awful lot of damage to those units. Interesting that they chose to try to hold the wall in front of the fire rain rockets. I'm not sure that I think that's wise. You two, I guess, just go knock on the door. Trying to get up on the wall doesn't make a lot of sense there. These Noblars will definitely lose. I guess the thing they can do is they can try to climb the wall over here and prevent the Sauruses from getting control of that very easily. And then move the siege units over to here, out of tower range as fast as possible. Oh, sorry, I should probably issue orders to the other units, huh? So on this side... pretty much the same idea. They don't actually control any towers over here. They didn't bother to take control of any towers over here. So I guess just move up and we'll figure it out from there. I'm wondering about maybe moving the wizard. It's fine. Okay. Go for it. Let's do it. I don't see us taking a huge amount of damage here. Wow. Okay, it's possible I had underestimated their tower projectiles. Jesus. Well, the siege groups are almost clear of that tower. Yeah, those are really something. That is not a kind of tower I've seen before. Okay. So, I think we're going to use the... Interesting that it's given them control of this tower despite the fact that they have no units in range of it. And they still have control of that tower despite the fact that they have no units in range of it. That's fun. I don't know. Head back this way? In theory, their control of this tower should come to an end. Yeah, okay. There we go. And I'm going to use the Stone Shaker to break the connection here to prevent them from reasserting control over this tower. Because that doesn't really do damage to units, right? I think we've determined that in the past. Don't know what I would have these Noblars do. See, on this side, the Noblars probably will actually win their fight against the units on top of the wall. Or at least they have the chance to. Alright, so we broke the approach. Yup. Those towers are really something. That is extremely wild.
This way!
This thing where they have control of the towers even when they don't have any units around to control them is really frustrating. I wish it worked that way when I was in control of a city. Guys, you know, you can just go around.
This way!
The wall opened. That's my bad for not thinking that they... For not thinking I would have to tell them to do that. Alright, you should just withdraw. You can no longer provide any value to this fight. Over here, though... Oh, never mind. Over fucking here, though... God, the width of the area where those rocket batteries can hit is also completely insane. So we got a broken gate message. Ah. Good, good, good. Targog. Targog's ready to fuck some people up. So I guess I want to use my next wall breaker over here. I didn't do anything.
Take it all!
They're so far from getting out of range. Ugh, we're not going to have anything left by the time that's finished.
Biggest in the tribe!
But they've lost a front already, probably, so...
Crush 'em!
Yeah, Kroxigors are good fighters, but Targog is Targog. This probably isn't going to do too much against them, but I guess I may as well try it. Yeah. Oh, I should have saved it for this move, which we knew had to be coming.
Me helps the tribe! Killing time! Guts out, boys! Meal time!
Stegodon is certainly not a free kill. How is this still closed? Okay, we're getting close. Did they? Nope, they did not manage to get free while they still had access to, or still had control over one of the guns. All right, well. In that case, I'm going to have this unit retreat from the battlefield as well. There's no sense in having them around anymore. So this is just a unit of Kroxigors, which is not nothing, but we're definitely going to fireball them as soon as we have direct line of sight. And then, yeah, we're going to start claiming capture points, and everything's going to be fine.
Where's me master?
The hell is this thing even shooting at?
The more cones! Eat 'em! Bring me the spoils! Scoffer!
Get in here. Do not just let those...
Come out!
Not just let those guys throw whatever they want at us. Okay, so over here they have no units left to challenge us with. Let's just claim points. We held their attention well enough. To be perfectly honest with you, I think I'm just going to withdraw this side's units. I think they did what they need to do, and I don't think they're going to actually hold out against all those Sauruses.
Let's go, boy!
Come on. Go on and run. Okay.
Ogres! Looking for me!
So, yep, I do have a bunch of units just kind of sitting around, not accomplishing anything.
It's all ours! Now, go get more! Biggest in the tribe!
You guys deal with the Stegodon.
Bring supper!
Is this maintained? No, this supply location actually... Oh yeah, okay, that is the tower.
Don't be telling me we lost one!
Alright, so that tower's down. Let's just move on to this one, I guess. So that's, I mean, that's got to be that tower. Yep, and the wall that they're thinking of building. How is that actually reached? Okay, over here. Yeah, this works. Make sure everybody on this side's actually leaving the battlefield. Go home.
Bring us me!
Actually, they are completely disengaging on this side. I'm gonna bring this unit back inside the walls, and we're gonna make them either defend this or lose it to a single unit of ogres. Really pretty cool with either, honestly. They're putting up a little barricade right here. I could just walk. It does not seem like a good use of their time.
Here I go!
Where's this fight here?
Tyrant of the tribe!
Okay, they look like things are going pretty badly for them. Where's the dinosaur?
Rip out their throat!
It'd be cool if we finished off the dinosaur.
Biggest
I guess
in the tribe!
the dual weapon ogres can just push. Targog can fight a dinosaur by himself.
I'm the boss!
Get out of the way, y'all. I got this. I'm gonna groundbreaker it. Why not? Also, Targog does not have perfect vigor, I don't think. So,
Hungry!
oh, interesting. Well, they built that completely instantly.
Adventure!
Because there was not a thing under construction here until all of a sudden there was a finished thing. I mean, I guess, you know what? Fuck it. You actually have a completely free run all the way up to their final command point. Just go take that.
Rampage!
Yep, this unit looks like has been given free reign to go take this one. Okay. They're thinking they're going to reclaim this one that we left behind, which I think is not a problem for us.
Me! Hungry!
Alright. Do believe this battle is over. Once we take this and then that, their whole deal is just going to collapse. And Targog is killing that dinosaur. That's actually totally working.
Gush out, boys!
Those ones are permanently broken.
Here we go!
So go ahead over here and help with this.
Do what I say!
And I know that like our level of health is not amazing, but honestly,
The hunger!
there was never a point where we were not 100% in control of this battle.
Fire mouth priest!
I guess a couple of you can come down here and actually just start on this one right away.
Hungry!
They are trying to bring a single character over to defend it.
Looking for him!
Sorry, two characters. Two different characters. So unit of Crocs that will probably be worth killing. You know what? You two... You two don't really have a role at this point. Go ahead and just bail.
Guns out, boys! Biggest in the tribe!
That's a wizard, by the way, a skink priest, who obviously will not be allowed to survive here.
I'll smell ya! Off we go!
Look at that, I guess. Alright, should be seeing a surrender any moment now, I would imagine. I guess we gotta take this. That's probably a thing worth devoting some effort to. But it should probably be these healthy units that go to do it. You two, on the other hand,
Follow the ball!
can help with this. And they do actually have a partial real unit on the way over there.
Rejoice in flame!
Okay, let's
Spreading fire!
have the wizard come up here because I think he's actually going to be really helpful.
Biggest in the tribe! Thundering fall!
Boy, that meter's been full for a really long time. Okay, there it goes.
Bring us meat!
You don't actually have to fight the Saurus Old Blood. You can just leave. It's
Rampage!
not helping anybody for you to fight their hero. They're smashing that up.
Biggest in the
He
tribe!
broke the dinosaur and also every other unit over here. You can just leave.
Undefeated ruler!
Alright, dinosaur down.
Gonna crush
Go
him.
kill some crocs.
Why not? Worship my gut place!
Didn't I tell you to withdraw? Why would you run toward the end? Okay.
The biggest
Incomprehensible, but fine.
The more calls! They are thundering forth!
Where is Wizard? Oh, Wizard made it all the way up here. I was really... Okay. I'm a little surprised by that. Okay. There we go. It took them a weirdly long time to surrender after they had clearly lost the battle in an unrecoverable way, but we got there eventually. So, we will sack and then occupy, I guess, here. It's weird that sack and then occupy as two separate actions yield so much more money than sack and occupy as a single button that you can push. But like, this is their capital, right? It's got to be well developed. I mean, that's got to be why. Well, I was gonna say that's got to be why their tower projectiles were so powerful, because they have like built up defensive buildings. But it was also only a 12-unit garrison, so maybe not. I guess we'll see. And then we can use the money from this to do the other important things that we need to do. Like make sure we are continuing to buy upgrades for Shangwu, because it is not, in my opinion, safe enough yet. And honestly, we're probably going to have to keep an army up in this area all the time anyway. But they can at least be, they can be running around and doing stuff and hurting Northern Province armies. They don't have to sit in the settlement if we can get the gates up. Only 2,200 for the battle. This is pretty good, though.
Give them the fear of the poor. Tyrant of the tribe. Make yourselves at home, boys.
I guess it's sack and occupy versus loot and occupy, which is a difference, I suppose. That is reducing income from buildings. No thanks. Here, this. That wharf is actually pretty valuable. Okay, yeah, this is really good.
In charge.
And we lost just a unit of Noblars, which is
Can I boss
fixable.
around next?
Okay, cool. So that is a huge amount of money. No, I want to take the heal here, right? Honestly, I want to take more healing than this even. But I also don't want to let them actually generate. Yeah, it's fine. His position is fine. You should maybe just chill out in Shangwu for a turn.
It's what I want.
Hold things down up here and also actually get to full. We'll do a little bit of that. Grolg, sit still for a turn, almost certainly. How is this region going? Okay, everything's still building up. Goff needs to make it to Karak Vrag, which he can almost do. So let's see. I can get up here. And then we have reinforcement range. Can you make this happen this turn?
The prey. The quarry escaped.
No, you cannot.
Tear you apart.
Okay, yeah, they backed off.
Ogres.
The settlement garrison was able to make that work.
Prepare.
Just making sure we've moved absolutely as close as we can because I do not want this army getting attacked without assistance.
Survivor of the flame trials their feet.
You know, keeping them from getting away would have been really cool. All right, Og.
Cut me. They will know burning agony.
Okay, Og gets it done every once in a while. I appreciate that. And I guess at this point, just start picking up magic stuff because you've got literally every skill point that could possibly matter as a map action hero.
New adventure.
And
The tyrant.
turns out we do have some building upgrades available. Oh, I should look at that camp. Sorry, that camp is probably...
Ogre tyrant.
Nope, not quite ready for more stuff. I mean, spare tent's good. It's a good thing to have around. Do I want to put together any more buildings for local recruitment's sake? Probably not. A camp pot is not a terrible idea, though. Yeah, actually, we could build those in more of our camps. I probably do want this, right? Because what is this providing access to right now? It doesn't actually say. But yeah, like, I want access to everything he's got. I know his territory is not huge.
War boss, innit?
He does have all of his recruitment structures right here. Never mind. I think that upgrade's just a total waste of money. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll just hold it for the moment. Yep, you're doing the thing you're supposed to be doing. We're allowed to outpost with a faction we don't want to outpost with. So I think we're just good. Just pass with 10k up because we're waiting to do some camp upgrades that we can't quite do for a variety of reasons. I will say that Lizard Man battle, it went worse than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be like a totally trivial slam dunk, but I still don't feel like there was any point where we were not in control. Definitely a little worried about the aggressiveness of my allies on this particular front. You know, if the Mountain Eaters aren't at war with Tzeentch, we should try to buy them into that. They could be very helpful to us. I gotta tell you, Tretch, I'm not sure that's gonna hold. I think the demons are about to wipe that Skaven settlement out again, and I think that will be the end of Clan Rictus entirely. So I think they only have the one. That army is still a problem too, somehow. Okay, well, they didn't try to go anywhere.
Racist. The shockingly ungraceful.
Alright, my ambush was foiled.
Butcher.
We know that we have to have defensive structures here because of the portal, so we may as well do that. This is certainly happening.
Must face.
So, we're going to end the episode, but
You're in the tyrant's tent now.
yes, you are at war with the oracles. Okay. I feel like you could be helping me out a little bit here. So Shyish is not associated with this faction, but they're probably friends, right?
You may touch me only in dreams.
Oh no, actually, sorry, this is a rebel army caused by low control in this region. Yeah, so actually, they might burn down Zerulus for us. I might not have to do anything.
Trade
Okay, well that's interesting.
tribes.
I think this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, hopefully we're going to just completely stamp out the Tzeentchian influence in this area. It's going to make our lives a lot easier when the next roar comes down. And we're going to enjoy all of the stability that we've earned until such time as that happens. And we'll see you then.